The Winnebago County Forest Preserve District achieves this mandate with two strategies: acquiring and managing land that includes critical and sensitive natural resources and ecosystems, restoring degraded land and resources and managing them so that they can once again function as ecosystems that sustain diverse natural communities. A large percentage of the district's financial and human resources are invested in protecting natural resources and improving habitat for native plants and animals. In order to achieve our mandate to preserve and protect these resources, active management and restoration are essential. The Winnebago County Forest Preserve District Habitat Restoration Program works to create ecological conditions that sustain and preserve native plant and animal communities in the county's prairies, wetlands, and woodlands. District staff remove invasive vegetation, propagate native plants, monitor wildlife, and restore water quality to achieve sustainable habitats that serve to protect and preserve biological diversity. Prescribed fire is often used at a prairie to give native grasses the advantage over non-native fire-intolerant species. Brush clearing may be used at woodland sites where highly invasive species such as buckthorn and honeysuckle dominate the understory. Other restoration methods include planting thousands of native trees, shrubs, grasses, and wildflowers to restore the plant diversity that once existed, stabilizing stream banks and restoring native shoreline vegetation to help prevent stream bank erosion, controlling nuisance wildlife that is negatively impacting the quality of the preserves, restoring and managing wetlands to provide consistent quality habitat for wetland species, including waterfowl, and for filtering and recharging critical groundwater supplies. As Winnebago County becomes increasingly urbanized, the Forest Preserve District faces many challenges in fulfilling its mission to protect open space for conservation and for the enjoyment of residents. Some of the major challenges to a sustainable Forest Preserve District include additional funding for acquisition and operations, need for regional watershed and land protection strategies, invasive species control, increasing user demands and impacts, law enforcement and safety, urban sprawl, climate change, compliance with accessibility in the outdoor environment laws. Amid these significant challenges lie unprecedented opportunities. There are several areas of untapped potential that may open exciting avenues for the Winnebago County Forest Preserve District to play a major role in our sustainable future. Increasing expertise in biodiversity and conservation, new and expanded community partnerships, ecotourism, intergovernmental agreements, cooperative regional planning, federal conservation funding, and economic stimulus programs. Two short-term imperatives for the Forest Preserve District are its ecological restoration and land acquisition programs. Ecological restoration, the attempt to guide damaged ecosystems back to a healthier or more natural condition, is rapidly gaining recognition as one of the most promising avenues to sustainability. The ecosystem services of forest preserves include carbon sequestration, clean air, abundant pure water, flood control, habitat for healthy wildlife populations, and outdoor recreation opportunities. This rapidly advancing field offers myriad solutions to the growing environmental threats to wildlife and humans, but to achieve healthy ecological functions in the face of increasing pressures will require a substantially increased investment in restoration staff and technology. The time to pursue priority acquisitions is now. In the future, 9 or 10,000 acres will not be enough. To counteract problems such as traffic congestion, air pollution, water pollution, flooding, stream degradation, topsoil erosion, and loss of wildlife, many more acres of critical stream corridor and ecologically sensitive property need to be acquired and managed as part of a healthy network of preserves. Current forest preserves need to be connected and buffered to prevent them from becoming vulnerable to degradation caused by development pressures. The district's long-range land acquisition plan identifies an additional 25,000 acres that should be added to the forest preserve system. Investing in a green infrastructure while land prices are low is a strategy that can help to jumpstart the economy, provide jobs, and protect the environment for future generations. Today, the Forest Preserve District Land Acquisition Fund is essentially exhausted. The district has never asked county voters for a tax increase. During the 1980s and the 90s, the district fulfilled its mission to acquire and protect land and maintain it in a natural state by leveraging local tax dollars with various state and federal grants. A very successful track record of grant awards enabled the enlargement and linking of preserves while land was affordable and available. Grant dollars stretched local dollars for constructing parking lots, boat ramps, and picnic shelters. In recent years, creative solutions have enabled some important acquisitions despite the lack of funds. Partnering with local and national land protection entities has allowed for the protection of some properties containing very high-quality resources. Working cooperatively with local municipalities, the Natural Land Institute, the Trust for Public Land, and private landowners, the Forest Preserve District has managed to push forward in its mission to protect some remnant prairie and river floodplain habitat. The future requires creative solutions. Winnebago County is experiencing difficult economic times, yet it's worth remembering how heavily we are borrowing from the future as we watch open space disappear every day. Along with the land goes our future ability to provide clean drinking water and give our children places to connect with nature. The decisions of the elected Forest Preserve Commissioners will dictate what Winnebago County looks like in the future. While balancing multiple and competing priorities, they will be called upon to set strategic direction, expand and diversify funding sources, engage in collaborative partnerships, and develop action plans that ensure that generations to come will have the chance to hike in unspoiled wild places, to connect with, and to enjoy our wonderful heritage of public lands. The Forest Preserve District is called upon to protect Winnebago County's natural heritage, not as a relic of our past, but as a thriving ecological community that is central to life itself.